What's up YouTube? Wrongway 213 here. They nerfed the hell out of our last build, made it useless, so here's what we're running now. Still the Icy Spore Survivor. As you can see, we don't really take much damage. We have a lot of health. Here's our other cryo weapons. So let's get into the build. On Chaos 20 here. 5 into Ancestral Frost. We're doing a lot of frost damage with this build. That's why we're going to take 3 in Icebreaker. 5 into the Old Ways. We're going to be up close and personal a lot with this build, and it's also going to help with damage reduction. We're going for tankiness, as you're about to see. Unarmored defense makes us very tanky. Blood Frenzy makes us even more sustainably tanky. Relentless Rage makes it really hard to actually outright kill us. We're using Blizzard and keeping it up as much as possible because that procs Wrath of Nature way down here that makes us do an absurd amount of damage. And it synergizes well with our innate Frost from our Berserker class. So anyways, Bounty of the Hunt for the action skill cooldown, 5 points. 5 points into Eagle Eye, great for gun damage and for handling, which gives us a lot of crits. 5 into Affinity for even more blizzard damage. 3 into Quiver of Holding. Ammo regeneration is pretty important, as you could probably see in that video. We do tear through ammo, being a gun build. We take Medicinal Mushroom, and we do not take Spore Cloud because when the mushroom isn't drawing aggro, he doesn't really seem to go down. When he doesn't go down, that means we don't go down. Windrunner, just to get down the tree. Movement speed and fire rate is nice, but really just needed 2 points to get down to Wrath of Nature, which is where a lot of our damage comes from. Headhunter is great because we're hitting a lot of critical hits from Eagle Eye up here, and it's given us, a 25% gun damage increase. You'd have to be a fool not to take that. And then Play the Angles gives us all kinds of crazy damage, honestly. Sometimes I don't even understand all the damage interactions that there are with this skill. I just know that it is very useful. The ricochets, sometimes it seems like more than a 15% chance to me, but I'm not one of the math guys, So let's see the hero points. We're going to go all the way into Constitution and all the way into Wisdom because, we're tanking and we're freezing everything. These are the 2 major priorities. Dump the rest of the points in Strength so that we hit hard. I didn't worry about Intelligence because it's not really a spell build. I didn't worry too much about Dexterity because we're hitting enough critical hits without it. Attunement, I actually decided to leave to something in our inventory. Instead of speccing into Attunement, we're using the Frosting Goblin Pickaxe. That allows us to get back our action skill really quickly with both perks here, just by hitting an enemy. Go melee an enemy a few times when you need your blizzard back up, and you'll get it. the automagic and the nightshade, this is basically how we replaced the liquid cooling as best we could. And then I have the little K's bread slicer and the crossblade of striking just for some, some more ammo reserves in case you run out facing some of the raid bosses. Now these rings, this one has gun damage, pistol critical damage, SMG critical damage. That's all great. And then this one has dark magic efficiency and pistol critical hit damage, which is great, and then companion damage, which is helpful for our little mushroom buddy. But the main thing is on both of these, while ward is not full, effects are increased 100%. We use unarmored defense. Our ward's never full. It's cut in half to give us 150% health. So it's a pretty great trade-off. It makes these work a lot better, and we get more survivability out of it for just 1 point. And then this is why this dark magic efficiency is useful to us. We're converting 30% of all of our damage to dark magic damage. We will be the Leech King, as the red text says. Plus, this has gun damage, maximum health, and all damage dealt. It's kind of perfect for this build. And then 3 points into Icebreaker and 2 into Cold Snap, so we don't even have to spec into Cold Snap, which is something that we really could have used and couldn't afford. So I'm glad that this class mod covers it. For the shields, I'm using a snowballing Mind Rune and an unflappable Maced Wardu. I go back and forth, so I'm gonna keep them both in the save file. We have the Eagle-Eyed Sacrificial Skeep of Honesty. We're still using this from the first build. We just upgraded it to a volatile. And now I am using the Buffmeister with 2 charges. Frankly, this helps to make up for some of the damage we lost on the liquid cooling nerf. I don't feel like we have a weapon that's quite ready to replace that as the strongest weapon in the game. I do really like the automagic, but we have to reload a little too often for my taste, and same with the Nightshade. I do think they're the 2 strongest cryo options that we have, and so that's what we're using. But yeah, for right now, we're gonna use the Buffmeister until we get something strong enough not to need it and to still melt enemies. Anyways, that's the build. I hope you guys enjoy it. There will be a save file for anybody that wants to download it. Yeah, have a good one.